Nick Merck put up a video of Dog returns so quick, but nothing really on him. Tons of Mr. Beast and Ava though. Yeah, Mr. Beast is people are going crazy over Mr. Beast stuff. Did you see he like
the Delaware
violated
guy?
Mr. Beast? He violated the Geneva Conventions.
yeah, but the other guy, the Delaware guy that worked from
the file. Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
Very weird.
How the see a guy? You're like, oh, my content is like mostly child facing. Yeah, I should hire an out and about file with like a pedophilia charge.
Well, it just like, I feel like he was sort of like set up for failure in this way. Like everyone was waiting for a dam to break, and it's like ultimately like who knows, what the deal is with any of this. I'm awaiting that guy on YouTube, Legal Eagle.
Yeah.
I like him because he's, he like me and him were both middle-aged men.
I bought his gavel.
Whenever there's like a legal thing with like a streamer or something, I always wait for his video because he puts it in terms for, people like me and him, guys who fought in the Korean War. No, I'm kidding. He's not that old. But I like why he does very good videos about people's legal issues.
But then in other news,
and I always like to wait for his take. But like, who knows what happened with any of that? I am waiting on his video. But I think like when there's someone like Mr. Beast whose entire thing is that they are the most advertiser friendly creator in the world, that like, anyone can buy product placement or ad space here. I am the most brand friendly guy ever. When someone like that exists and is making hundreds of millions of dollars, no one will say this out loud, of course, because it's like, it's the worst thing you could appear as on the internet is openly like jealous or hoping for someone's downfall just for the sake of downfall, even though that is what everyone does.
Yeah.
People were so eager for there just to be like one little crack on the dam, for anything to happen, for the floodgates to pour out, for everyone for there to be enough momentum to be like, this guy.
Yeah.
And that is not a defense of him. I'm just saying that is a major vulnerability he had. Your thing is like that you're
having said that, when you have that kind of vulnerability, I cannot believe that he only now hired an HR person. I'm like, bro, you're like you're a multi-$100 million corporation, and you didn't have a fucking HR person. Like, that's to protect you. It's not to protect the people.
Right, exactly. Like, that's exactly. Like, I don't know how he didn't know that. And, like, again, having the vulnerabilities he did, who knows what he thought? I can do this forever? Who the fuck knows, right?
Yeah.
But, it's just, I mean, like, for however, like, smart or capable someone is, there is a reason why, like, for the most part, you don't see 26-year-olds running, like, companies that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's because of shit like this.
Let's see.
It's been a minute since we last talked about it, but there are new Mr. Beast allegations and updates. Because among other things, there's this alleged narrative that Mr. Beast is blocking people from speaking about victims, including those who say they were assaulted. And in part, these updates start with Eret, Ava Tyson's partner, with there being an anonymous X account posting what they claim is an internal message Eret originally sent to mods in a Discord group. And I really want to stress this before we get into it. Currently, it is unclear if this message is authentic, right? Eret hasn't spoken out to confirm or deny it. But whether it is or is not genuine, it has led to a ton of responses online, and it's continued this narrative, and it's also led us to another big response. But with all that said, going down the list, this alleged message claims that Ava is disgusted by who she used to be, that she regrets buying Shadman art. This message also claiming that Ava didn't know Lava GS was a minor when she began making sexually explicit jokes in Discord channels where he was present. Though both Lava and another person who says they were a minor on those channels have responded, saying Ava definitely knew Lava was a minor at the time. And then the message shifts to Jess, who we mentioned in our previous coverage. Right? Jess claims that she and Ava had a sexual relationship, that she was then brought on to the Mr. Beast team, and that things quickly turned to assaults. And here, that message claims that Ava paid for all of Jess's living expenses, but that she viewed Jess platonically like a sister. Also claiming that Jess once tweeted a threat with the alleged message then going on to read, there has already been a third-party investigation at Beast for a couple weeks regarding Jess. However, as Mr. Beast has been under so much pressure recently, they don't want to say anything publicly in case it causes more things to flare up online. With it adding that Ava's initial response was, quote, entirely written by the Mr. Beast execs under the insane pressure of Amazon and other corporate investors, and claiming Amazon execs basically forced Jimmy to ditch Ava. But then, like I said, with all of that, we saw Jess responding to this anonymous account, getting them to share a screenshot of what appears to be part of the same message from Araret and this alleged Discord channel, with Jess then saying a number of the claims spread in this message were lies, saying Ava did not pay for all of her living expenses, claiming that the relationship wasn't just platonic, and notably saying she never threatened to and adding, my case got moved to the new third-party investigators probably because the company didn't like the results of the original investigations, which started in early June. Yes, Mr. Beast wants to avoid anyone saying anything publicly about what happened to me and other victims so investors don't pull out. They don't care at all that I was SA'd at their company. But then also, as all of that was playing out, you had creator Rosanna Pansino claiming she got a hold of another alleged document. But they're saying this one is a 36-page employee manual written by Jimmy himself and claiming that she confirmed its legitimacy with 2 former Mr. Beast employees. They're also posting the full document to X, going through parts of it in a video.
Yeah, there's like one of the things is no doesn't mean no.
What?
Like one of the bullet points is like, I mean, it's not about what you would think it's about. It's more so about like when you call up a dollar store because you want to buy everything and then they say no, then
like aggressive sales tactics.
Keep pursuing it. Like maybe even Jimmy, Mr. Beast Donaldson will give the call if necessary. Maybe they have like a manager in a different dollar store that might be a fan, or their children might be a fan, that kind of shit. But it's even then, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
To put in a document like that.
Yeah.
Or they're starting with a section titled I Only Want A Players, in which Jimmy allegedly writes,
A players are obsessive, learn from mistakes, coachable, intelligent, don't make excuses, believe in YouTube, see the value of this company, and are the best in the goddamn world at their job. B players are new people that need to be trained into A players,
when you're
and
like
C players.
25, you need to be playing Steam Deck. You need to be having sex on a floor mattress. The box spring available. Half your meals need to be some type of drink. But like writing this when you're 25 is so sad.
It's crazy.
It's so sad.
Or just
I don't care how much money he makes. This is a wasted youth.
average employees. They don't suck, but they aren't exceptional at what they do. They just exist, do whatever, and get a paycheck. They aren't obsessive, aren't spelled wrong again. C players are poisonous and should be transitioned to a different company immediately, all caps. It's okay, we give everyone severance, so they'll be fine.
With Rosanna here going on to say that this is evidence of Jimmy playing favorites, saying that it shows that those who don't fit into Jimmy's definition of A player are treated as less than within his company, arguing that normal people with healthy work-life balances are not welcome, which then rolls into a later portion of the document titled, It's Okay for the Boys to be Childish.
If talent, he's referring to his best friends, wants to draw a dick on the whiteboard in a video or do something stupid, let them. Parentheses, assuming they know all the risks and aren't missing context on why it's not safe. People like when we are in our natural element of stupidity. Really do everything you can to empower the boys when filming and help them make content. Help them be idiots.
I don't
this
think
just shows the culture that he is
intense. Necessarily sinister, but just like, again, a multi-million-dollar company, which is what this is, putting that in writing is so stupid.
No, it's like what doesn't make sense is like when I first read like parts of the document, it came across like this was a dude who like was running a 5-person YouTube channel at the age of 20.
Yeah.
Because he was. But the problem is he's running a 100-person company that owns an entire chunk of like North Carolina that has products in Walmart, and as an Amazon.
They're a multi-million-dollar conglomerate now. They make physical products. They are primarily a production company, but a production company that has that much revenue and part, like, that's a real business. It's not like a business in the way that, like, people will start a LLC for a podcast or something. This is a real thing, and you wouldn't, what's an equivalent? Like, to to scale it up a bit, would you run MGM this way? No. You know, no.
Intentionally building. He plays favorites, there is a boys club, and they are allowed to do things that other people aren't.
Now with this, I want to stress this is just a couple of things from Rosanna's video. If you want to watch it, I'm going to link to it, of course, in the description down below. But for the most part, right now, those are the updates we have. And that possibly in part because last week you had creator Ludwig saying Jimmy told him directly that he's waiting on all of the allegations to come out and then he'll make one reply. Which on that note, you have a lot of people right now waiting on part 3 of Dogpack 404's video, which he teased will cover sexual misconduct cover-ups. But as we wait to see what happens, I got to pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts here? And then...
Oh, did you see the Disney wrongful death suit?
Yeah, Jesus. I said it on Twitter, but it's like, don't you wish they had like a better opponent than Ron DeSantis?
Yeah.
Like, what an evil.
But no one in a position of power that is like actually remotely competent is going to go after Disney anyway. So in a system like ours, you will never have a guy that is remotely competent to go after. Like Sheldon Whitehouse is not taking on.
You know
the
only
I mean?
situation where you would ever get like maybe even like token Senate hearings about something like this would be like a Republican in the White House or the Democratic Senate and House. Like that's the only time where Democrats like try to look busy with this type of thing.
That's how you get Kamala Harris advocating for Medicare for all.
Exactly.
Yeah.